Don't sing it no more. We live. Don't sing it no more. We can't just come in with that. We're gonna be copyrighted like a mother freaker.
I like the community moment that we had, behind the scenes.
I like that.
It was nice.
I miss Chance.
The new stuff with Vic Mensa, I appreciate it but it feels like he's not as vibrant.
Cause we niggas killed him off of that album. That nigga's going in there like,
yeah,
gotta produce.
But it's
Pass me that.
I feel like it's messed up. It's our second week coming in talking about Chance, but I feel like we all are like definitely fans of him, and we
started with Chance last week.
We did. We talked about Chance last week.
What we said? Oh,
about the album. And you said the blank this. It should have been blank.
Yeah. Damn, I said that.
Very mean to Chance the rapper.
But I feel like we wanted to see him like succeed. Like we missed the acid rap.
He's still at a point where if he drop, I'm gonna press play. Cause like
we just hope it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and my thing is, I try to listen to every artist's new project without any preconceived, which is hard to do when they, you know what I'm saying. But
I want Chance to make a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy because
I don't.
You asking for a lot?
No. I'm not talking about like in the same style, but I want it to have the same kind of backstory. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye made My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy after that shit with Taylor Swift, and he was in a really dark place. Chance's album flopped.
But he found God.
Yeah, he found God. However, just because you found God doesn't make your sins go away.
Nigga said Kanye can never fail. It failed.
He said, "Oh, fact." Wait, Kanye took his hand. See, that's the thing. I feel like my thing with Chance has always been, I feel like Kanye got too involved too soon. Because Coloring Book was really a Kanye project. You could tell the Kanye influence. You could tell, you know what I'm saying?
Gospel side.
Yeah. Well, not even necessarily just the gospel, but sonically. It was certain things like, some of that choir shit was implemented because Kanye was like, oh, we should get the Kanye. We should get the choir and boo, boo, bop, bop. Nigga got Justin Bieber, Kirk Franklin, and Fish, Grease, Hot, Yachty. Like, this album was insane due to either relationships he built and, you know what I'm saying, Kanye's fingerprint. But the second one, I don't think we saw the progression. When you kicking in the door and you got arguably the greatest artist we've seen, it's going to sway where you supposed to go. You feel what I'm saying?
Was it anybody? Who was on that album?
I still think it was like Chance influence.
On the empty CD, the blank CD.
He had a couple of features. He had Smino.
Yeah.
And, that's the one I like because I fuck with Smino. Smino ain't missed yet.
To talk about Coloring Book, I still think that Chance had his staple in it to a healthy degree because it still felt like that, like Chance's mixtapes felt like the color palette in which that I could feel the dark purple. I could feel this world that he built of like, it felt like Willy Wonka in a music track. Mm-hmm. That's what Chance gave me with Acid Rap. That's what he gave me with 10 Day. It felt like he was a Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. But now it feels as though with The Big Day, it feels like another analogy, The Wizard of Oz, where we've been fooled by the magician behind the curtain, and the curtain was pulled back.
I think so. I agree with you as far as the first three because I feel like each one of those albums, not unlike The Big Day, were accurate representation of where Chance was in that point in time, right? Because it's kind of like with 10 Day, you can kind of hear the novice in it. Mm-hmm. Where it's still kind of just a lot of raw energy, raw talent. And with Acid Rap,
Chance.
Mm-hmm. With Acid Rap, you can hear a lot of trial and tribulation. You can hear a lot of self-discovery. You dig what I'm saying? Which a lot of people say drugs or hallucinogenics such as acid bring to you. You feel what I mean? Mm-hmm. And with what's the one that we all like? We were just talking about Coloring Book. Coloring Book is kind of like my grand entrance, which I'm not necessarily mad at because it's accurate in that point in his life.
I'll say a grand re-entrance. since it's him away from the acid and no drugs.
I'm saying grant entrance as far as the industry.
Okay.
Type of deal. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at somebody documenting their life through projects. My thing is, you still have to make it sound good. You feel what I'm saying? You still have to make it a great project on the Sonics. Now, what you say and the content and stuff like that, completely up to you, but you got to make it sound like something people gonna want to listen to. And not something that people gonna want to listen to, but something that just sounds good. I don't know how else to explain it. Feel good, sound good, look good, feel good, play good, they pay good. Word to the Prime Time. Shout out to Prime Time.
Looking at the track list, he got some pretty good features. John Legend to start off. I go down. Who else? Taylor Bennett, Megan Thee Stallion, Gucci Mane, Lil Durk, and that's all the people I know.
What?
But so he still got the
It's
features.
Smino feature.
That was off Big Day.
The Big Day.
You see, my thing is, don't none of them sound like they need to be on the song with Chance the Rapper. I don't want to hear him with Meg Thee Stallion. What the fuck they gonna talk about?
I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Huh?
I said they'll tell you everything you need to know.
Because they put names rather than chemistry.
True. Damn.
Everybody not DJ Khaled. And even sometimes he don't hit it out the park. He may hit a little double. But this ain't ground rule.
Last DJ Khaled album I liked.
I don't know, but that shit with Baby and Durk on it had the streets on fire when it came. Keep going. And you know what I'm saying? He was on their ass. He had a couple of joints. Even though he blatantly flipped some songs. Like, he didn't do shit but add like a trap drum to goddamn that one song with SZA, and I ain't like that. But
Now I gotta start watching DJ Khaled Snapchat stories again, or his Instagrams. Gotta get motivated again.
that's one entertaining fella.
That man right there is so animated, and I don't know if he being for real or what.
That's the funny shit. Because it's like you can't tell if he's serious or if he's in character.
Yeah, like 24/7 though.
Yeah.
Like, bro, relax for a second. But like, I don't want to tell you relax because this might actually be you. So
You.
like, okay,
You could be like, chill. He'd be like, what you mean? There you go. Like,
stop. That's all you can really say. But hey, man, we back. We back in this thing. Back with your favorite group of boys. Hey, it's another episode of that stuff. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your sister, tell your auntie, to tell your ugly beep that we love them. I'm trying to stop cussing still. Y'all, hey, look, I'm sophisticated today. I got the glasses on. Y'all stop playing with a boy.
this nigga think he Slim Jimmy from goddamn.
Hey, we can play chess, baby.
I ain't got no type. Looking at him.
Me and
You
your
look
girl
like,
can play chess in the park. What you talking about, baby?
You look like the
I don't.
boyfriend from In Living Color. That nigga. You are my girl, and you will treat me with respect.
Baby, please.
That'd be me.
Thank you
I
for
can't
allowing
cap.
us on your screens, by the way.
Thank you. Hey, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all. We look good. I got my hair done. Shout out to JD, man. You feel me? Look, I got the glasses on. I'm feeling myself, baby. I'm sophisticated this week.
This nigga look like you'll run into him at a bookstore talking about some. Oh, you read literature as well.
I like that. Nigga.
He walk around, grab the same book and walk around every Saturday. Nigga get the same book. He get the thinking.
No.
He get thinking. Now he get 7 Laws of Spiritual Success and get all the earthy bitches.
Nah,
God.
I'm the type of nigga
Pick
that
us a book
damn.
about Christy.
I try to touch the same book as your girl at the same time
They're
on
gonna touch hands.
purpose.
Why does it
That's
have to be someone
y'all meet
else's
cute.
girl?
Yeah,
Oh,
about like that.
Meet cutes are my dream, man. I want to meet cute so bad.
I'm so arrogant. I think every time I meet another girl, it's a meet cute. Like, oh shit, hey, there you go.
Oh wow,
It don't gotta be one, but I feel like oh shit, we could possibly.
I be feeling the camera.
make it into a romantic comedy.
I think about our whole life and about.
I think light skin is the only one that hurt me.
That was funny.
Hey, no, I be thinking about our whole life in 5 seconds. What kind of kids we gonna have? What school we send them to? All that.
You know, I used to be that way.
I want to tell y'all a story, but I can't on here.
Please, man, release yourself.
No,
Release your
I'll tell you later.
bowels.
Safe space.
I wanna.
Nah, nigga, Mike's is hot.
It's okay.
I wanna. Feel regular when I talk to new ladies. You know what I'm saying?
How you usually feel?
I usually feel I mean, I usually feel regular, but I used to have that idea of like, oh, my next chance to woo this young lady. But now I'm just like, hey, it's just when you're a young nigga. What?
You got to. You can't. You know, so you got to keep your zone in your pocket.
Yeah, you know, when you're a young nigga, you're just like, hey, you know, anybody and everybody. But now it's like, hey,
There's a spot.
There's a spot for you, baby.
but
you.
but now as I get older, I'm realizing, you know, hey, I don't need that.
Basically, what you saying? You be looking at certain women and be like, yeah, you can't get this dick. You're not valuable enough to get this dick.
I wouldn't say you're not valuable enough. It's just that I
don't get
don't
big
even
eyed.
want to. I don't even want to. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think like that.
No.
Niggas be acting like I just be saying some crazy shit. This nigga just said, bitch, you worthless.
No,
You're not worthy.
no, you just not valued enough to get this dick.
No,
y'all
that's not what I'm
y'all don't
saying.
see women and be like, yo, you're not valued enough to get this dick.
No.
Come on,
Not off like entry.
you
Exactly.
can't look at her and be like, yo, you're not getting this dick.
No.
I mean, you can do that, but this has nothing to do with her value.
Exactly.
You can look at a girl and be like, yeah, she not getting this dick.
But
That
it's
has
not
nothing
like
to do- I'm not
it's-
gonna tell you, oh, you're not valuable enough. It's gonna be like, oh, it's more so me and my discernment rather than your value. Somebody else will
Exactly.
give you some dick willingly.
Exactly. One man, you know.
One man's trash.
No,
No,
you can't compare women to trash, man.
Yeah. One man's trash is another man's trash that he loves. What you talking about? What you talking
I
about?
can't stand this.
that's a
thing.
good ass trash right there, boy.
One
That
man's
trash
trash
got
is
different
another
smell
man's
to it.
Herbie Kirby. You stupid.
Nah, you just
I'm kidding.
treat
You women are
ladies
beautiful.
like you know, they're people. You know, I saw this TikTok that was like, hey, not like not like you guys aren't treating them like people, but there's this TikTok that was like, every time you talk to a girl, think about dicks. And I know it's supposed to be sarcastic and it's supposed to be like, oh, this is a joke. But sometimes I think to myself, while I'm talking to a girl, I think dicks. Next thing you know, I'm thinking about dicks.
I only think about dicks
don't-
in positions where I probably shouldn't get hard. That's the only thing that
Oh, so-
really stops it.
So y'all thinking about it like as a scapegoat to not like what you?
No, like if I'm in a place and I'm kind of turned on or something's happening
Yeah.
oh, you're not supposed
where
to
I
be.
should
Yeah.
not pop a boner
Okay.
right now, I start thinking about dicks.
See, when
Specifically,
if I feel myself getting too horny, I start thinking about dicks. I'm like, you know what? This young lady doesn't deserve this amount of horniness.
blows that flame right out.
Honestly, boys, I'll be honest with y'all. I miss them days. I miss them days in
Random
classroom.
boners?
Yeah.
Nah, he's the type of nigga to start doing a little stretch where he get a boner. He be like,
Oh God, nigga like to show it off.
I mean,
This nigga be in the park at 7 a.m. doing yoga, tight ass shorts on.
he do the downward
Wiz
dog
Khalifa.
wrong as hell. No, facts. Nigga think he Wiz Khalifa.
Oh God,
like y'all miss the times in like middle school. You just stare at a blank wall. You be like, oh shit, my dick hard.
Nah, my dick used to get hard like OD. Like,
Like what this nigga doing up?
cause it's like I ain't never had one of those things where okay, come to the board and I got a hard dick. But like right when the bell ring to switch classes, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Leave you one
Yeah.
textbook out and leave that bit. Yeah.
big facts. Put your hand. You ever had to put your hand in
In
your
the
pocket?
pocket, yeah.
That motherfucker like, oh,
you ever
Yeah.
been in a group talking and like a girl is sitting next to you and she put her hand on your thigh or
Don't
something
do
like that?
Don't do that.
And you only in 10th grade. You like,
my thing is why
Don't
they,
do that.
why
This
do
is
they
the
touch
most
the thigh?
contact.
Like you gotta know. First of all, it's a loose cannon around that time.
no fact.
You may think it's one thing and it ain't. Like we can't just be cool. Like I remember one time. This is when I was a freshman in college. I smoked with this girl, and it wasn't supposed to be that. Like it was just smoking, kicking it. But she decided to throw her legs over my legs, raw hard. And I'm talking about to the point where it's like
on
if you
purpose.
don't feel, yeah. But then she hit me and was like, "Oh, I didn't want to throw missed signals and da 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 da." So I had to just blame it on the weed because weed was an aphrodisiac. You smoke, be ready to fuck anything. You start shooting off doing what you doing takes like a madman.
No.
Hey, nah, she did it on purpose. Cause ain't no way in the world. Hey, why you throwing your leg on me?
You feel me?
As a
We-
friend,
you
hey,
feel
come
what I'm
on,
saying? Just
come on.
chilling.
Some
As we
niggas
friends,
be-
you not throwing your leg on me. Why we touching? We shouldn't even be,
Sometimes I want to get under my homie's arm, you know,
bro.
just for
We
the,
don't do that.
just for the platonics.
We don't do that.
Just for the platonics, you know. Just
my
get under
thing
my
is,
homie's
it's like-
arm, kiss my forehead. You know what I'm saying?
As niggas, it's kind of like
Nigga,
you gotta figure out where the line is. Because if we start one place, you get comfortable as if it's a lady of interest. You know what I'm saying? So she throw a leg over, you get to rub in the thigh.
no.
You feel what I'm saying? Just like on some, this is naturally what I
Over
do
with.
in this position, so
It's
I'm gonna
over
do
with.
it here. Now it's like, okay, now we just lay it up on some cool shit, but the titty right here,
Uh-oh.
it's like
Like a magnet in that bitch, man. What
You
the
feel
fuck?
what I'm saying? And then you hit the move like you about to put the arm pillow, but you really just get a handful of titty a little
Oh. See, ladies, see what y'all get starting.
bit. Oh, that's
Just start
funny
with a
though.
leg, man. Start with a thigh.
That's funny though.
Yeah, I know. I get freezed up in those clutch moments. I'm just like, you know what? If you were to do anything, cool, but I don't really feel like activating this right now.
And okay, this might be like men meeting kind of thing, but like y'all ever had a wet dream? This might be too much for the podcast, but like y'all ever had a wet dream?
I've never discharged in a wet dream. I've definitely had some dreams where it was like
Like you woke
it
up
was
before?
arousal.
Where I
Yeah.
woke up from how hard my dick is. Yes.
Yeah, you rolled over
You
your
never-
leg and you couldn't do it. Yeah. You gotta throw that bitch up into your waistline or up to your stomach. Oh, for sure.
You knocked out. You knocked out your. Oh, you wake up screaming.
You do that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, because okay.
I think you guys have a surplus in horniness. I don't know.
I mean, it does happen when
nigga. No, you can't say shit to me talking about my surplus. I can't stand niggas, man.
Y'all
I
just
feel like
horny
it
niggas.
does happen like when I'm trying to hold out and be focused on myself. Like when I'm trying to just stray away from all things, ass, titties, just all of that, just staying away. Just
What about personality, man?
you seen this one TikTok? You a TikTok guy? The girl was like, when he said, "I like you for your personality," she turned around and her ass is make the shape of the P. And shit.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
a trend.
personality.
It is a trend.
Yeah, I be worried about personality. Yeah. but like, yo,
I seen some white girls that did the personality with their titties. It was the personality was the P in their titties, and I was
Men.
like, wow.
men. Anyway, but no, all right. I feel like it's usually when I hold out. It's like when I have those wet dreams, and I just feel like I felt alone. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. I was like, wow, I'm too old to be having this, but I'm glad y'all.
Just be thankful. Just be thankful your little man still work. You know,
Some little men don't work.
y'all niggas
like
gonna,
that need more
y'all hit like
silence.
30, 40. Y'all niggas gonna be popping Viagra and sex pills and shit.
I honestly want to try one, just to see like my limit, kind of thing.
What if that shit like your dick don't go down like at all? And you just gotta go throughout your
I
day.
guess
You
they
done
gon-
busted
Yeah,
nut
that's
and
gonna
shit,
hurt
and you
after
go
a
throughout
while.
your day.
They're gonna have to
Gonna throw your
lop it off. I
skinny
can't do that.
You said whop it off.
What you mean, my boy?
Lop it off.
What you mean, my boy?
If my dick will stay permanently hard, I rather not.
I'm
deal with
walking
that.
around with a hardy. We not lopping nothing. This is me and my boy.
I think it depends on what lop means. What is lop?
What is lop? When I see lop, I mean chop.
Yeah, cut
So
that-
we ain't chopping nothing.
cut it off.
You not chopping nothing over here. I promise you not. What you?
What you mean is this?
If my dick,
What you chopping?
if it was if it was a decision between my dick staying forever hard until I die, or cutting my dick off, I will cut my dick off before I keep it hard for the rest of
I
my
would
life.
just become a porn star because that's the only profession you can really maintain with a heart.
the longest lasting.
No, but
That's my
the thing.
name.
It's going to hurt. You know what I'm saying? After a while, like
You just deal with it.
Numbing cream.
imagine you're flexing your bicep the rest of your life.
Just be one Larry the Lobster swole ass nigga, boy. Hey, you talking about?
What's up, baby?
One time he was like,
This shit right here hurt. I did some shit in the gym I ain't did in like ever really. Cause you know you start following the little Instagram niggas, you get in the shit, they start throwing you all the little shit. So I did
you
like
gotta
a
be careful with
calisthenic
that.
workout, And it was like, so I was jumping rope, but then I was doing the burpees, with the weights though, when you do the weights and then goddamn jump up. But then the squats I was doing with the squat with the weight. And like mostly all of that shit killed this whole section, which is like, it's the good sore, but just flexing right in there. That shit hurt a little bit. Are you massaging this to help or are you being a dick?
I'm being a dick.
Okay. Fuck off. Because I was like, maybe he know a little routine that
Maybe you know a little.
that soreness off.
No, I just wanted to fuck with you.
Nah.
I miss the gym, man. I promise y'all. Hey, one week I'm gonna come in here and be like, yo, I'm back in the gym, y'all. You feel me? I'm gonna be 185 pounds. That's my goal.
What are you right now?
I'm like 150, 148. Depends if I
Men
eat.
150 and women 150 are
Totally
way
different.
different. 'Cause
Totally
I
different.
know girl thick in the motherfucker 150.
150.
Yo, ass built like a number 2 pencil.
I look like I'm 125, but I'm gonna promise you I'm a $150, baby.
That's hilarious.
And if depending on the time of day, I can bench like I'm 185.
Where's your bench?
I don't know.
I don't know mine either.
yeah,
I just know what I go in there.
I feel like I need to know.
I
around
used
then.
to be able to do 200, but now I think I'm like closer to 140.
I honestly haven't done like the single bar bench. All my benches recently have just been dumbbell. All my upper body workouts been like dumbbell shit.
Yeah, it's easier to do while you're alone.
Yeah, I was alone.
That sounded sad as shit.
Y'all ever get in the shower and like sit down in that hole and just let the water just fall on you?
This is some sad ass music.
I don't sit down, but I definitely just let it hit.
Hit your hair and stuff too.
No, hit my head.
I'm
Pretty much.
get my phone in the shower.
You be in the
Yeah.
phone with your shower? In the shower? I said, in the
Yeah.
phone with your shower. I'm not. I can't do that. I know everybody that do it. I can't do it.
Well, it's not naked. It's like in two.
What you mean?
It's in 2 plastic bags.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, I put my phone in one plastic bag and then close it and then put that plastic bag in another plastic bag, and I can
Hey, yo.
still use the phone. And the water, it's waterproof. It's not just water resilient like iPhones got, so I can just have that.
It's
shit wherever.
2022.
I don't do that.
You just have it naked.
I don't use it. I sit my shit in the other part of the bathroom. For
That's if I'm like gonna hang out in the shower for a little while, be a little depressed.
I be in that bitch. I sing, I pray, I think, I may cry.
Do y'all
I
ever?
tried to cry in the shower. Like I tried to get real dramatic. Like I was sad. I was like, if I cry in the shower, it won't have to leave the shower, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, something
Like-
about. You ever feel yourself about to cry in a head ass moment? And it's like, nah, I can't cry here.
But I just tried.
What you doing?
It's like I can cry, but I can't cry right now.
But don't let it be in a space where the last thing you need is a tear to fall. Because then you're gonna cry like this. I remember I was at work on some shit. I don't know. I was hurting. It wasn't necessarily. It was just some life shit. I was just hurt. And I'm talking
I
about.
don't mean to be laughing.
I'm talking about, bro. Like
I was hurt.
it was a real deal thing.
I felt that shit.
I feel like everybody.
Go ahead, my brother.
Everybody's had their moment in this podcast where they really going through some shit.
Oh, God. Go ahead, my brother.
But it was hurting. So in the morning we loading our trucks. I was like, everybody at the back of the truck. I was like, oh no. So I ran to the front of the truck. To the front truck. And I put some shit in the truck. And I just got it quick. You know, you try to make it quick. Like you cry a little bit like, and then, yeah. So, but in the midst of the getting it out, one of my managers walked up. So I'm in the truck looking for some tissue. I'm like, But then I turn around because he's like, hey, what's up? And he hit me on the back. Then I turn around and hit one of these.
Oh, my
And it was kind of like, he didn't know what to do. So he just kind of like, yeah, and like walked off.
Damn, bro.
Which is like the best thing he could have done. Last thing I wanted was somebody
Yeah.
like, oh, you
You
good?
okay?
And then,
Yeah,
I'm
don't
like,
do that.
then I'm gonna cry some more.
Don't hug me, bro. Please.
Right.
Don't be there for me. You know what I'm saying?
Look, black man.
Like, oh,
Don't be there, mommy.
That shit crazy.
If you be there for me, then I'm gonna feel something.
Oh shit! But
I
every
ain't trying
time
to feel none of that.
every time it was at work, but I remember one time.
And you be fighting in your throat. You be like,
But that's one time. But I was at Target one time, and it was.
Look at
I
us
was hurt
laughing at
again.
trauma.
You feel me? But you got to. We was working. I was working, and this one was like relationship related. I was like, it's kind of like when you like, bro, they did some foul shit, and it's like just before I got to get ready to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna call out, but I get to work and noticeably my energy off. It's like,
You can't do nothing about it.
you ever seen a nigga get so mad they got to clap like
Yeah.
swinging their arm? I'm that type of mad, but I'm at work, so I'm unloading my little dock. I'm putting shit on the shelf. I need to go to the back because I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? And one of the managers stopped me in the back. Now, mind you, me and her butted heads, but for whatever reason, we got cool longer I've been there. So she stopped me. She was like, "You all right?" And I'm doing a nigga like, "Yeah, I'm straight." I'm cool, like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, no, look at me. And we looked at shit. I looked at her, bro. She was like, you don't look angry. You look like your heart's broken. And I wanted to slap her.
Why are you trying to care about me?
Bro, I'm talking about,
you doing?
I went to the bathroom because I was like, why she see me like this? Like, she just seen my spirit, bro. So I had to go to the, I had to go to
your
the
ass
bathroom. I was in that bit for
Hey, yo,
about
back
10
up,
minutes just balling, nigga.
Where's your wristband? You need a wristband.
I don't even know you.
There was this one time I was at church, right? And
That's good crying at church.
No.
And I was at my grandpa church, and I hadn't been there in a while, you know what I'm saying? So I was sitting in the pew, and the pastor, I like listening to analysis. I've realized that I enjoy YouTube video essays, and when preachers preach, it feels like an analysis of a book that I haven't fucking read, and so it feels nice to be
You were like Mike Todd. Go ahead.
to be taught something a little bit new. So I'm in the pew, you know what I'm saying? I got my grandpa, I got my family, and the preacher is going on and on about something that's really hitting home. And I'm like, fuck. I'm finna
Change my life.
I'm over here like,
Never would have made it.
and then the choir came on and started accenting him, and I was like, whew. And I had to leave, and I scoot, run to the bathroom. I sit down in the stall, and you got to get yourself prepared mentally to cry. Like, you got to be like, all right, I'm finna cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna hold it back. I'm finna cry.
I'm finna cry.
this out
It's
real
fucking
quick.
hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, crying starts in T-minus. Goddamn. So I'm counting down, and I'm like, oh God, it's coming. It's gonna be a big one. And then I hear the door open, and my dad goes, "You all right, Sim?" And I'm like,
Cut the waterworks.
hold up, pause, people, pause. I'm like, I'm straight, Dad. That's the last thing. I didn't feel anything after that.
Like hard left.
Cut it off.
Speaking of cutting it off, y'all ever had to cut y'all pee stream off?
That is the worst pain I've ever felt.
Boy, you feel like you about to erupt.
Facts.
You've never had to do it?
I had to.
I was about to say, because I piss publicly a lot. Like, I be outside just, and then like, because
Let it
our
loose.
truck so goddamn, I'll be on the side of the truck thinking I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool. Then I see somebody got a clear line to my dick. I go,
And your body rejects that. You know what I'm
Bruh.
saying? Tries to get as much out before you can put it back in your drawers,
sure.
so you don't wet your shit.
Bro, I had a teacher one time in middle school try to stop me in the middle of my piss. I was like, baby, once this train get to going, ain't no stopping it.
ain't no way.
Ain't no stopping this. I got a bladder of a 2-year-old to this day. Ain't no stopping this.
Bruh, I think I'm gonna need to get my colon checked because
I was supposed to. The doctor told me ain't nothing wrong with me, but it's something wrong with me.
man, so because sometimes it just flow, but sometimes, and it may be because it's like pre or post sex is the hardest time to pee. Like you be like, oh shit, I feel like I gotta pee, but I'm getting.
I don't
you know
wanna
what I mean? Yeah, so I be trying to get the pee out before I have to interrupt the session. And that shit, I be having to do all the old man tricks. I cut the faucet on a little bit, and be like, drip, drip. Like, fuck.
Hey, no, y'all do the courtesy wipe
Yeah.
after you piss?
Yeah.
Is that
Got to. It's all about
It's
etiquette.
learned because it used to just shake and throw that motherfucker back in the bag. Kind of like them nigga do your food at your.
Yeah, give you that one.
Yeah, over with.
That one pretend big scoop. They like to.
And then
And then,
Bruh.
like, bro, you got a lot more on that spoon.
I went to Subway the other day for the first time in ever.
Yeah.
First of all, Chiba done spoiled me.
Yeah.
And the nigga scooped the tuna, right? And it sucks because that's what made me turn off to him because of the little tuna situation. But he scooped the tuna, but then they scrape it on the side to get exactly the little scoop. I'm like, you hoe ass nigga. But
Just give me the,
my tuna.
Give me the
give
whole
me the
scoop.
pile, man. Give me the hand. Give me the pile.
Safe to say, I won't be back at Subway for nothing else.
I think you should try Firehouse subs.
I love Firehouse.
Oh,
Firehouse
I've
is
never
good.
been to
I love
Firehouse.
Firehouse.
Firehouse is good. They just a little bit more expensive. It's like $15.
It's really like 3 sandwiches. It was 2. My mama just put me on the one, but they got the best meatball sub, and they got this shit called the. I don't even know what it's called, but they got sauteed mushrooms, and that's one of the things like my adult palate
Yeah.
has goddamn. I really appreciate.
Sauteed mushrooms.
Dog, I'm telling you, that shit is amazing.
Sauteed mushrooms. What does sauteed mean?
You don't like? Man,
It's
you don't
like
mushrooms?
pan-seared.
Like top 3 worst creations on earth.
You
So, like,
wildin'. Ooh, you wildin'.
What you say?
Squash? Yeah.
Top 3 worst creations on earth.
Cucumber.
Mushrooms? But they get you high.
Cucumbers is wild.
Mushrooms are really cool,
Cucumber. You said a
especially
cucumber
in the
salad?
drug
Red wine.
atmosphere.
We got red wine gravy.
I really like shrooms. I'm probably not going to take them for a little while.
Red wine vinegar. Red vinegar in a salad.
I know what you're talking about. You kind of sometimes they throw it in with the pasta salad, sometimes too, type shit. Similar, yeah. But I can't rock with the cucumbers. But the mushroom, they be hidden.
I'm just now getting to like a mushroom and like just like mushrooms, onions, and kind of guy. Like
I
I'm
fuck
just
with
getting-
On some
zucchini.
omelets.
What's y'all least favorite foods?
Least favorite?
Least
Probably
favorite.
Squash. Squash is number 1 for me.
avocado. I hate
getting-
avocado.
They're coming along.
That shit's so nasty.
It's coming along, bro. It's coming along for me.
That shit's
Anything
so
that's
nasty.
like bland flavored. So I guess I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of casserole.
I'm allergic to nuts.
What's that?
really like
What's that
cashew.
vegetable that make your piss real yellow? Come on, Brussels sprouts. Not Brussels
That's not,
sprouts.
but that's on my list. Them
I
shit's
really
so nasty.
like. No, I like Brussels sprouts.
It's so
It
disgusting.
depends on how you season them.
Nah, they
Is
always
it Brussels
bitter.
sprouts? No, it's not Brussels sprouts. What'd you say?
Asparagus.
Asparagus. Yes,
I fuck with
asparagus good as
asparagus.
fuck.
Asparagus is the long shit.
No, that shit good.
Believe it or
That
not,
shit
I
good.
cannot fuck with steak like
I
that.
fuck with asparagus.
No, you tripping.
It depends on how you cook it.
Yeah, how you cook it?
My stomach just can't handle steak like that. It hurts so bad to digest.
I was about to say, well, essentially, that's not uncommon. Folks just be ignoring their body for real.
Mm-hmm.
But Brussels sprouts and squash, and honestly, any type of melon fruit. I don't like watermelon, honeydew, none of the melons.
I don't know. I
Crazy.
never had.
I love
honeydew.
honeydew.
I can't do none of the
I
melons.
don't think I have.
If I could have me a whole little farm of honey,
I never get. I got this like
some
family.
honeydew.
I got this family image. We was in Panama City. My aunt brought a whole like it was a wooden basket of mangoes. She
Oui.
put it on the hotel dining room table, and we fucked that whole basket up. Just like everybody had their own knife. We just fucking up a whole bunch.
What
of
kind of
mangoes.
island nigga are you?
I was
Because you
saying
do a lot of island shit.
That sound. You got island. That sounds like some country ass shit.
Yeah, we country.
You a island boy.
I mean, if you think about it, an island is a country. If it
We hit the
is,
sound effects. That's a sound effect moment right there.
Which one he is?
That's
There you go.
funny. He's an island boy.
Oh my god.
whoa.
Bruh, you know what's funny? So, my dad recently, like every time he
Wait, who?
find a new, my dad,
Cares.
I hate this bitch ass nigga. I hate this nigga. But
That nigga.
every so often it'd be like a song, like a rap song that just catches attention. He always asked me about it. So first it was Lil Baby. He fell in love with Something to Prove, right? So he was like, yeah, that's he going on that one.
You
yeah.
know about this?
Yeah. Then he was talking about a song with Moneybagg Yo. I was like, okay, you 2 for 2, Dad. Da, 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 da. So the other day,
It's still
probably
be about
a
3
week or
months
two-
behind.
Probably about 2 weeks ago, he was like, who sing that song with the gremlin? Gremlin. And I'm like, huh? He was like, no, it's and he was like, I think of the name. So today, I get a text of a picture, and my dad took a picture of the radio because it said it was like he made like a little quick video. And why is Kodak Black the super gremlin? I'm like, nigga, who are you? He was like, it's the grown on me. So he come in the house thinking that shit. I was like, nigga, you 50.
It's crazy what older people latch onto. Bro, I was in a bar one time and there was this white nigga and fucking
He said white nigga.
This white dude, this old, like middle-aged white dude was in there with his like young girl. Not like young girl, but like 20s.
Sugar daddy ended up.
Sugar daddy ended up. Sicko mode was on. I was sitting at the bar trying to cash out. Nigga said, out like a light. Like a light. Without prompt from me. And then he looked at me, slept through the flight. Not for the night. 767. I'm like, she got a double better. And we dancing out. I'm like, whoa, what is happening to me and this old white man?
Culture.
And then after he's like,
That's the culture.
I've never been in the streets myself, but I really emote to the feelings that these rappers give. You know, it really helps me understand the world a little bit better. And I'm like, hey, me neither, nigga. I'm from the suburbs, baby.
I ain't gonna hold you. The only nigga that make me feel like I moved all the dope, like all of it, is Benny the Butcher. That nigga be going. And it's like, it don't even, he make me feel like Franklin Saint. Cause it's like a cold, like he a street nigga, but he cold. A lot of these young, like, I sound like an old nigga. But a lot of these niggas be in the street, but it be solely for self. Like it be no moral in it. It's kind of like, with him, it's kind of like a moral to the bullshit. It's kind of like, yeah, I know what I'm doing is illegal, but it's rules and procedure. And, you know, I'm a respectful nigga, so I'm just like, yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. On some Franklin saying, y'all niggas is curb servers. I know the nigga with, you know what I'm saying, that came in on the yacht with this shit. And it just made me feel like I've got $73 million off of this shit.
Off the streets.
I was hungry.
He has that voice for it too.
Yeah.
And it really makes you feel it.
It's funny because he got this particular voice, but when he just talk, you can hear the buffalo. Because they'll be saying shit and they be like, car. Like, he trying to say car. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna spend money on the jewels and the cars? You know what I'm saying? And just different, like, it's something in the accent. I'd be like, you a street nigga, but that's kind of funny. I would join you for that.
You know what that made me think of, bro?
Cars.
That nigga made me think of my Baltimore girl, bro, back in the day.
What did you just say to me?
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
This nigga ain't been in nobody geography class. Nigga said Buffalo, Baltimore.
My Baltimore chick from back in the day.
That one?
Man, I don't give a fuck about
That
that.
one.
That's crazy.
That one, man. We used to send each other voicemails.
You an island boy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I used to pretend to have a damn Baltimore accent. I might have to
I know
bleep
the
this
head
out.
was crazy because she was eating crab legs as a jig.
I want to come see you too.
Oh man, don't make me think about it, bro.
T.
I'll come
I
meet
used to
you
send
at
the voice
Avenue.
memos, bro. I used to say
Avenue.
Baltimore. I love you too. I ain't say that though. I miss you too.
He told all of that shit.
Nah.
22.
Avenue.
Avenue.
Yeah, so when y'all was moaning, like when y'all were getting there, she was like moaning like E. That just sound like your cell phone on my brain. Oh my god.
Oh my god, baby, I still love you though.
Ooh, wee. And you gotta post that part with your chest too. Yeah.
Nah, that's the same.
That's funny.
Nah, let me shut up.
That's crazy.
Let me shut up before I get too far, bro.
Ooh-wee.
Anyway, how the world treating y'all niggas?
Nah, nigga, you're hilarious.
You're a funny man too.
Hey man, nah, y'all know I be getting too vulnerable when we down. Let me shut the fuck up. I'm gonna let y'all
yeah.
niggas talk. I'll be over here crying. spilling my heart out. I got
Cry.
daddy issues. I ain't got no girl.
I want you to cry, man.
Nah, if you the day you see me cry, it will be
The last day I
thought
see you.
they-
the
Cry his
last
wedding
day. Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
What you say?
I said the day you see me crying be the last day. The last day you ever see me.
Are you gonna kill me?
Probably.
You know what? That's better than what I thought. I thought that was like a suicide thing. I was like, oh shit. I'd rather
Oh.
you kill someone else than yourself. So,
Nah, I can't do
I rather you kill yourself than kill me. So
Hey yo, hey yo, nigga.
I'm just fucking around.
it's crazy that I'm more comfortable with with homicide than suicide. I'd rather be like, oh damn, why you did that? But I can't say why you
No,
did
he
that.
killing you, nigga. If you see him cry,
I like my chances.
so you would kill this nigga.
He gonna kill me?
So why not just save yourself the trouble and be like,
Why
nigga,
not
just
save
kill
us both?
yourself?
And what you mean? You the only one that can save us, nigga. You the one crying. What I'm gonna say? No, don't cry.
Just hug me, man.
Wipe your eyes.
Give me a hug, man. That's all I need, man.
No, but that's gonna make you
I feel
cry.
like Tay cry
Yeah,
like that
don't do
nigga
that.
that just got there reconnected with his son. I still love you.
if y'all niggas see my eyes, why don't you fucking hug me, nigga? Nigga, yeah, because once these tears come out, ain't no stopping them motherfuckers, but that shit coming. Ain't no stopping that motherfucker.
You look like you cry
gotta
like
cry.
how Dave Chappelle played cry, but unironically.
Ow!
He tried to kill me, bitches.
That nigga said, ah. Nah,
I feel
man.
like
I cry hard. No cap. It's a hole in my door to this day from when I got cheated on.
that's crazy. You know,
Blah
when I got
blah
cheated
blah.
on,
You
I
got
ain't got no
cheated
memorabilia
on.
from when I got
Suck
cheated
it up.
on.
only on Snapchat. That's why I deleted that
You
app.
recorded yourself?
No.
I
Just
thought you.
bitch.
Okay, I'm glad you did.
I've never gotten cheated on.
I don't think she fucked, but she was texting that nigga asking you some shit.
You ain't never got cheated.
No,
I feel like that don't make you a real nigga. I feel like every man got to go through getting cheated on.
that's crazy.
Or
That
deceit. It ain't necessarily got to be the cheat.
Or you said deceived?
to be a man, you have to go through trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's exactly what.
You got to get your heart broke once.
yeah.
You ain't. You cap.
In third grade too, and just take it out of every other. I think that was the first one. That's the first time my heart
What
got
about
like.
what about with knowledge and wisdom
on.
and not heartbreak and deceit?
You can't learn
What?
without losing.
I'm not
You can't
saying
learn
you
to
can't
scam without getting
lose.
scammed.
You chase failure.
That's not. I'm not saying you can lose, but lose in a organic and competition way. you know?
That's what we're saying is organic.
I just feel like lies and deceit. You know, there's an element. There's an element of human. There's a human element in there, so it's not natural. You know,
It's very natural because. Do you believe in fate? Are you a nature versus nurture kind of guy? Which one?
I guess I'm more of a. Well, in what context?
I'm just asking in
In general context.
general context. Yeah, something.
I would say I'm more of a nature guy.
So nature, I feel like if you're more of a nature guy, your environment shapes you,
Yeah.
and whatever happens in your environment is organic.
Right, it's natural.
You feel what I'm saying? It's a very natural response. So
Well, I guess in my perfect world, what I'm saying in my perfect world, I would hope that people go through their failures not being backstabbed as the result, or excuse me, as a byproduct of the failure.
I think it's a fact of life, though. I don't think there's anybody in this life that hasn't been crossed in one way or another. It don't necessarily got to be a relationship, a
Yeah.
romantic relationship. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in my perfect world is that, you know, it's just you did your best and yet it wasn't enough rather than, oh, damn, this nigga fucked me over and that's why I didn't win.
well, I mean that plays a part, but I think what we're speaking to directly, just the heartbreak element of life.
The ones they said you're not a real nigga if you haven't got your heart broke.
Yeah.
You haven't been cheated on.
And like you can test your manhood through, I don't know, like back in the primal days, you just
Go kill a buffalo.
go catch some prey or something like that instead of, oh, this bitch lied on your name and not.
That bitch gonna make you pray. she gonna make you pray. You gonna be praying to everybody. Buddha, if you up there, hug.
Oh, by the way, welcome light skin hands.
Facts.
I don't know what this was.
Also, this nigga can press the buttons, but I can't press the buttons. That's crazy. Oh, you didn't have to get up, light skin hands. You could have taken over.
He's killed his anonymity.
Just blur his face.
Oh God,
Blur his
You
face.
gotta blur his face. Put the first 48 shit on his face.
Oh man.
I know how to do that, but
So y'all never, you still never got your heart broken. Never been cheated on nothing.
no, I haven't been cheated on, but I haven't gotten my heart broken yet.
I thought you got one.
No, I've had young ladies say some awful things to my face.
How do y'all handle rejection? Like nowadays,
I kick that shit under the rug, man.
y'all like laugh at it, kind of thing.
I wouldn't laugh at it.
You gotta position it like you weren't really asking. You got this spinner web on these bitches.
You know what?
I'm speaking hypothetically for real, because on the real, I fuck with you, but kind of not like that. Right? You gotta say some shit. It was. I just wanted to see where your head was at. We on the same page. We on the same page.
I kind of do the opposite. I kind of double down, and it's like, well, it's like I'll take your no, but just know if we gonna be friends, I can't help if you fall in love with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just let them
toxic.
Let them know.
That happens. Ain't nothing toxic about that.
No, it's like, hey, we can be friends, but like, I'm a cool ass nigga.
You like warning them?
It's kind of, well, I've sat out the warning before. It was a
Like,
very
you gonna fall in
arrogant
love with
move,
me.
but it came to fruition. Because I'm really a goddamn oracle.
You know what
But
I'm
like,
saying?
it's like I'm not
Check
necessarily.
out my niggas, ladies.
I'm cool. Stop. I'm okay. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, that's cool too. But it's like my thing is this. I'm trying to figure out if this is a trauma I'm about to unveil. Because like folks be wanting my qualities, but growing up I felt like they didn't necessarily care for the packaging, and that was always an insecurity for me. So it's like, nah, you fuck. You know, I ain't never been verbally hit with it, but sometimes you can get that. Oh, why can't my boyfriend be more like you? Type of situation. You feel what I'm saying? Or I wish somebody like you was in my life. I'm like, bitch, I'm a nigga like me, and I was conditioned to believe that it was the physical that kind of rejected that. So that's a trauma of mine. But to piggyback on what he was saying, it's kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might fuck with me more than you know moving forward, and I can't necessarily help that. Because when my feelings are no longer trying to be that, now you want to be that, I'm not responsible for doubling back to what my feelings used to be after you made it clear that that's not what it was. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of got two questions to that. Do y'all, when you are maybe shooting your shot, it might not be in the fullest extent, but like, do y'all kind of like view how, in the shortest of terms, do y'all like maybe view how the relationship could be if your shot was succeeded with say said person? And damn, what's my second question? Well, answer that first. For that question first, do you kind of like foresee how the relationship could be if said person, just accepted the shot, just in a quick glimpse? I
don't
personally.
understand your question. Can you say that one more time?
Like, all right, so personally, I like, say if I'm shooting my shot at a female, like I kind of like try to foresee how it could go. Like I scroll through their pictures and be like, I try to like scan if I can see like personality traits through pictures, kind of thing. And you just going through stories and just trying to just depict how her personality could be without necessarily knowing her personally and talking to her in person.
I think you're describing a type, right? Like those who you shoot your shot at fall under what stereotypes or assumptions you already have of a person by looking at them. That follows under the type you know the best. Most of our types are just people that we've had a lot of success, and it's either that or haven't had a lot of success in. So it's either you want what you're good at or you want what you can't have. And so
Or haven't had yet.
There's blur lines in between, but those are the extremes. And so what you're saying is like, do you have a type? And yeah, I do have a type. But there are different types. There's types that I know that I can gel well with because we operate on the same humor level. There's girls that I wouldn't want to fall in love with. And then there's girls that I think could do well in intercourse.
I wasn't expecting the last part, but I think I think a lot of what you're doing is setting expectations, and you're putting a lot of pressure on them unknowingly. Because now it's kind of like, okay, bitch, if you're not exactly what I imagine, it's not gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like which is a very natural thing to do. It's kind of go in with expectations and different things like that. But sometimes you got to be like, okay, let me allow myself to meet this person where they are and see if where I'm at and where they at clicks.
Yeah, it's like when you meet a new person, you have that initial judgment based off the pros and cons of how this person appears, but then you have to go into it like you're going into reading a new book that you haven't read the synopsis on, or you read the synopsis but it doesn't have all the details. You expect the unexpected, and if they take a left on you, it's up to you whether or not, hey, I don't really feel like finishing this book, so I'm gonna put it down. Sometimes you just keep flipping that motherfucking page, no matter how many times you reread one page 100 times, because you just kept fucking getting distracted.
So y'all have never been deceived by a cover of a book?
Oh yeah, I mean that happens.
Absolutely.
People lie.
And I take that bitch back for a full refund, receipt in hand.
On God. Like right when them
Ironed
customer
out.
service
Or
people.
you pass it off. Well, hey, I read this book. It was very well. And pass that book on to somebody that you know is also of literature.
Sometimes you got a book that you left in the house, and the house caught on fire, and that book burnt to a crisp. And you're like, damn, if only I could get this fucking book back. But you can never find it because Amazon already got it out of stock. Then you go to your local bookstore. Them niggas had never heard of this book before because it's so niche. You're like, where the fuck can I find this book? And you search all over town. You can't find the fucking book. And you're like, God damn, will I ever find this book? And then you meet another book that is similar. It got similar characters, but it's kind of like, store brand, that book. And you're like, all right.
All you see is the flaws.
It's just like, it tastes, it read the same, but
I see what you're trying to do.
something different about this book.
The book that got away.
You know what I'm saying? The book from my childhood.
Green eggs and ham.
Oh,
God, when days were simpler. Now these chapter books got all kinds of big words.
Oh,
So
God, just want to be Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And
I'm
shit.
like, damn, this book got 1,000 pages. We've all had that one great book, man. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that one book that you got to keep on the mantle.
you got it on your Kindle. You hold it in your pocket.
You bought that motherfucker.
Yeah.
$7.99.
Nah,
iTunes store.
my books cost $40.
Ooh.
That's funny that's the price they set.
the price
That's
of your book?
hilarious.
Price of a book. That's an expensive book. $40.
You know,
That was a price.
it ain't too many books that don't need $40.
I'm more of a paperback myself.
Get the book and the sequel for $40.
Are we gonna get canceled for comparing women to literature?
They ain't even know that. Come on.
I feel
They ain't even had to know that.
better than other comparisons. It's
Well,
not
it
fast
is.
food.
They
or
came
food.
in on this part. Like, what the fuck these niggas talking about?
I mean, everybody likes a good piece of literature,
Hey, man, yeah.
right?
But not buddy. That's that shit.
Well,
Not, buddy. Hold
what
on.
is
Let me
it?
get the thinking.
Letter to Birmingham. No, not letter, but it's like a Birmingham something. I can't remember.
Good ass books that we read.
I can't
I
believe
enjoyed the book, The Spook That Sat by the Door. I really like that book.
I never read that one.
It's pretty cool. It's kind of basically about a guy. It touches on a bunch of different topics. One being double consciousness of how he operates in our community, but he also works for the government. So it's kind of like he has to put on two different faces. On the government side, it's kind of like he's got to stand out but under the radar at the same time. So it's an interesting role. But it also takes what he learns from the military and brings it back to his community and kind of starts to rebuild that infrastructure as far as the military, the propaganda, just a whole bunch of different things that he takes and assimilates into his culture for.
You read this in grade school?
I read this recently.
Oh, yeah.
I really like the Invisible Man. I read that in AP literature. It's about a boy that was raised in a suburb of Chicago. No, the suburb of Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia, raised around white people but treated as a black person, and goes through all their trials and tribulations only to end up being cast out because of something trivial, and he has to find himself because all his life he was trying to appease the white man, but now that he's outside of the rural suburban South, he realizes there's a bigger world, and he discovers himself as not only a man but a black man. It's pretty good.
It kind of reminds me of the Truman Show in a tiny glimpse. But
You know what? I've never seen the Truman Show.
Me neither. I hear it referenced a lot.
it's very good, no cap. Very good. Damn, I'm trying to see what books people usually read in like grade school. But Not Buddy. That was like I read that in like fourth, fifth grade.
Yeah.
Damn.
The Magic Treehouse books.
Magic Treehouse. That was slick slept on. Magic
I don't think I know
Treehouse was
Magic-
hard.
Magic School Bus. I don't think I know Magic Treehouse.
Magic Treehouse
Magic
was hard.
Treehouse,
Another-
where like was my first chapter book.
I want to say this wasn't like a class read, but y'all read the book. Well, maybe it was. I think y'all read the book Prindle.
No.
Mm-mm.
That reminds me of the title reminds me of a book series that I used to read called Pendragon.
So
You know about Pendragon? Wow.
Prindle
You
had
really
a lot
my
to do
nigga.
with pens, too, so that's kind of funny. Let me see.
Pendragon was that shit, bro. Like there's this nigga named Bobby and he was a traveler.
Prindle, not Prindle.
There's this nigga named Bobby and he was a traveler. Oh, I know about Frindle. I remember that cover. I don't think I ever read it though. But this Pendragon book, a traveler can go through portals to different worlds, and he's like an ambassador. So travelers go to your world and try to fix it. And each book had a different world that Bobby would go to with a different social, economic, political problem that they had to figure out and solve within this book. And there was this nigga named St. James who was like an ex-traveler, but one day that nigga turned bad, and now he tries to egg on the world into chaos. So it's like Bobby versus this nigga named St. James, and it's a incredible series of novels. And I read like 9 of them, but there was 12, and I couldn't find the 11 and 12, so I just quit. I never knew how. I never know. I don't know how it ends.
Yeah, honestly, I'll be honest with y'all boys.
The main character dies. I'm just talking shit.
I know.
I'll be honest with y'all boys, and we can get the hell out of here. I still, to this day, have not finished the damn seduction book.
What?
That motherfucker is
Oh,
still the art of seduction. I don't know why.
You've had that shit for like 2 years.
No, it's probably been like a year and a half.
It's certain books that
Lame, man, nigga.
for me. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's just like I haven't been in a place to pick it back up and start reading again. But I know once I do, I'll kind of like everything will recuperate in the book.
Sometimes books be kind of heavy. People read you learn to read books differently as you get older. And it's stuff that they'll teach you in school, but it's kind of like, okay, now it makes sense to do that because the books that we read in school were more times than not easily digestible for real. But now it's kind of like I'll read something and I'll be like, no, that's kind of a key. I don't necessarily understand.
Kind of like
it.
life books.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, I resonate with what they're talking about right here. I need to delve deep into this ideology specifically. You feel what I'm saying?
And maybe come back with a different mindset and to be able to understand it, maybe or truly understand what this person might have been trying to perceive, and just give off as their point of view kind of thing. And I think I said this before in the book. Like, dude used I forgot the author, but he used totally wrong words in the book, I believe. Like if a person just blindly reads the book without looking up, because I think I watched a few like YouTube videos before I read the book.
So
If you just read the book and just take the book for how it is, you would definitely say, yo, he uses a couple wrong words. He can definitely reword a lot of things, but it's definitely still a good book.
I think that's interesting. I wouldn't necessarily say the words are wrong. I think because we have certain connotations around the word in human conversation, we can take it that way. Like, I'm sure if somebody uses the word manipulate, it kind of feel nasty. It's like, but all manipulate means is to alter something. You feel what I'm saying? Now, how you choose to manipulate or your intent, that's the fucked up part. But just to alter something in your favor, as a, you know what I'm saying, the blanket statement, or to be more precise in just that, there's nothing wrong with that word. Now, what you're using it for, that's up to you.
Some say
English language,
manipulation, others say strategy.
That English language, the hardest freaking language in the world.
Semantics. I don't know. I think the English language has dominated the world as a lingua franca because of how fun it is to speak English.
Say that again, a lingua franca?
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
It means universal language. You know, niggas everywhere use English to translate between a little bit more niche languages, you know, especially in the Indias when there's over 200 languages, you got to have one that will, you know, cross the bridges. But yeah, lingua franca. I think it's really fun to speak because it's so satisfying to curse in our language. You wow, boy.
Bleep, 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 bleep,
You know what I'm
bleep.
saying?
Look at that.
I don't like to use profanity.
Hey, man.
I love profanity.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
Gang, gang.
Thank you again for letting us on your screens. I'm looking at myself in this nice little monitor over here, and I feel like I look good.
Amen.
I think that boy over there looks good, Mr. Tay Rose. I also think this guy right here to my screen left, real life right, looks real good.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
This has been Blue Table Talk. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. It's been another episode of Tay Rose Podcast, favorite group of boys. Hey, we appreciate y'all for being here for another episode of Tay Rose Podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your ugly ass nigga. And we appreciate y'all. Make sure you follow us on every social media platform at Tay Rose Podcast. Wherever you listening right now, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you at. We love y'all. On the way to work, we love y'all. All of that. Kelsey, tell them what you be telling them every week, man.
Hey, man, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Not a damn.
The uglies and the attractive people. Because Tay I think he has an ugly fetish. You think Tay got an ugly fetish?
I think so.
Hey, man, I love my ugly people out there. I love my beautiful black queens out there, too. Our number one fans out there in the world. Hey, y'all ever heard of Flowery, Georgia? No?
What?
Hey, Flowery, Georgia, shout out to y'all. We got a small group of people out there that's been tuned into the Tay Rose Podcast. Flowery, Georgia, we love y'all. I don't know. I don't know if it's racist up there. It's like a North Georgia small county. I don't know. But yeah, I was just looking at the little analytics on what's the name. But hey, we love y'all. Make sure you tune in every week, same time every week, all of that. Hey, we love y'all. I'm going to give y'all my boy Delusional. I said, but my boy Delusional. My boy Isaiah Miller off his project Stranger Love 3, his EP. His song is called Delusional.
Love is weird, love is great. Love is or battery.
Chasing after love, shit a motherfucking myth. If it's meant for me, just like the wind, I bet it drift. See like symphony, she hitting notes all on that dick. Watch it been for me like Vinicki, I need it quick. Don't play with your fool, shawty, you know what it is. I'm known for breaking rules, but they don't ever catch the kid. I bet I break you too like Kitty Cats, the way it split. Need that chocolate dripping water like I'm walking in this bitch. Shawty got that donker like a talking in this bitch. Show her she can take that low, no way I'm dropping off my kids. She says, hey, you really bow, how you be talking all your shit? Just know this dick is not yours, like I'm selling Rito chips. Swerving potholes from the city where it's plenty. Girl, your favorite public sub, finish off with reg and vinegar. Many men can test her, but I bet that they can finish her. They leg up by their head, but I could never just submit to her. My feelings in the gutter, loyalty to all the brothers. Cause every time I got a bitch, I feel too shacked and smothered. Like I can't even take a shit without her worried about another bitch. If you was number 2, I wouldn't have flushed away all my other bitches. Dust off all my pimpin' like I'm Jigga in 03, son. I ain't buying Bentleys, better be happy with this Nissan. Lil' mama got that juice, but suck your soul out like Capri Suns. I keep it real with you, don't get no better than me, hun. See women want the perfect one, but baby, that's delusional. My problem with these socials is they starting to confuse these hoes. Doing what I'm supposed to and it still don't be enough. That horoscope ain't law, might only do so much. Best be better in yourself before you go and point that finger, girl. Look right in that mirror, bet you see just why you single. girl. All these niggas wondering how it's never been no ring on her. Pay attention close, my nigga, could you really be with her? He eat it and he beat it up, that's an undefeated drug. A crush will leave your heart ache, don't fuck if you too needy, bruh. These women move like us now, for luxury and bust down. So quick to open up, just know our heart is cold as sundown. That's why I hit this blunt now. My thoughts be kinda lost, get to the start behind that love how. You left me in the dark, just like a spark, they got me stuck now. Ain't no wavering like Waverly, look at that sub count. You know she got the hoes if she only follow one count. Focus on your goals, my nigga, for she get the run round. Can't ring around this rose, but I suppose it may be worth it. Changing out my frames, cause ain't no way this picture perfect. They claim to stay the same, but I see cap all on the surface. Feel like Damon Wayne's a major pain to leave you worthless. Good girl gone bad, but even Riri couldn't birth this. Need that loving ASAP, you know I use that bar on purpose. But back to that little shit, it's time to close the curtains. Cause these hoes ain't shit, they really dead. These bitches don't let you just want some dick. These women get rich until you're rich, then they wait for the split to get shit. Nigga, you know that ain't it. I got money that my family in them pay. A Grammy that I need since day one. It's been my memory and just been on play. Son, you better rap it for that scene. I just stuck with Shawty, don't waste your luck tryna fuck with Shawty. I'm delusional. Yeah, be delusional.
And as you're on the way to work, we appreciate y'all for tuning into the Real Podcast. That's my boy Isaiah Miller, Delusional. Cozy, you got something for us? Hey, that's my boy Isaiah Miller, Delusional. Make sure y'all tap into that boy. I had to damn buy that motherfucker. Man, you feel me?
Keep that same energy.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yo, this is I hope I ain't played this before. I didn't play something about this album before, but this is Jack Beats featuring Michael Aristotle. It's called Asylum.
You don't like me, you like the idea of me. Get too close and see my insides are ugly. My nightmares don't die, they're reoccurring. Run from a problem so I look like I'm in a hurry. I still read my ex-girlfriend's letters. Last girl just wanted to fuck me and I let her. I just stared in her eyes last time we met up. Saw me inside them, said to myself this is a setup. Set for distractions, fuck it, I need it, don't I? Fuck it all up just to keep it edgy, now won't I? They show up in silence, lucky for me, my sonar sees it coming a mile away and I keep a close eye. Most of the time I forget, most of the lines you miss. Most of the signs close on the power lines, figuring if I'm dead to you, you're dead to me. Next time you want some company to start that LLC. Speak two languages but lack communication. Anti-social, social event, don't do the greatest. I like to be alone even when you're around. I hate silence but don't want you to make a sound. I found peace, and I find in peace. So give me space while you're close to me. I found peace, and I find in peace. So give me space while you're close to me. I found peace, and I find in peace. So give me space while you're close to me. I found peace, and I find in peace. So give me space while you're close to me. I found peace, and I find in peace. So give me space while you're close to me. I found peace, and I find in peace. So give me space while you're close to me.
Boy, you selfish. Self-examine myself and all my selfish endeavors. Down is in genetics, but didn't ask to be Deborah. Day and night, it's all black and white, I'm back in my mirror. I gotta remember that we all pick from the same deck of cards. Some of us decadence, and others dealt with debt. You stuck in Decatur, just like me. That's right, I rap, I don't dance. Ain't got no gimmick to get you grinning. You witness me winning. Wardrobe is just white tees, shoes is immaculate. My brother Air Force is so white, they spoke to the manager. Been at war with myself, metaphors, 4-letter acronyms. I'm back against the wall, it's my fault, I'm aimed at you amateurs. Been around the world and I saw nothing change for me. You saw me on tour, but they never saw me entertain fully. My inner voice know these invoices weren't paid fully. So I stole some way more important, don't look for it. The knowledge of your illusion, I ain't lose, that's what I learned. I looked up the laws of diminishing return. I was in the bleachers trying to figure out my worth. It was all love, now they owe me about to serve. Papers went straight to summer, sweated out that perm. Tripping on my lace, I hit my face and did the worm. Didn't win the battle, I spent years in mental beat down. Last supper saved by grace, I'm finna eat now. Off your back burner, yeah, I'm jumping off the stove. Landed on the apron, April 1st, she wasn't home. Told me she aborted cause she thought of my career. So I lost 2 on top of that, a nigga here. About to lose myself settling, severaging. Sections of my creativity hemorrhaging. And my feelings further away from friends and family. Letting petty shit break us apart. Pennies for playing our hearts. Some of us wanna make peace, many don't know where to start. I hate the politics, the fake buddy, the networking, the marketing, the people who don't love me. I know I can be next, so I refrain from finger pointing. I assume you couldn't beat the system, so you had to join it. Disappointed, obviously, you won't live to hear it properly. Fuck your top, whatever, bitch, ain't nobody on top of me. And to top it off, I ain't nobody property. Alts covering hieroglyphics, go read a prophecy.
Artists like this hard as shit.
So that was Jai Beats. There's still about 2 minutes left on that. My class started to go crazy, but you know what I'm saying, for the sake of time, I'm gonna get into this last record from Sam. You want to introduce it?
Yeah, so came out last year from the amazing artist, the letter M. This is his song, Statement.
Here?
He recently signed with 300. That's also the label that houses Megan Thee Stallion, Doug, and YSL, and all of them, and some more shit.
I hope we don't get in trouble for playing that, but hey, shout out to the letter
I think
M.
this was out before that, so.
Oh, well, hey, if we YouTube, y'all gonna copyright the hell out of it if it is whatever. But hey, shout out to you, shout out every artist that we play on here, man. But hey, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Tay Rose Podcast. That's your favorite group of boys. Hey, same time next week. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Make sure y'all go out here and vote. I don't know by the time y'all
Voting's
get this,
over.
I don't know. Vote's over. Well, I hope y'all already went out there and voted. Hey, man, they trying to legalize weed in Georgia. I actually learned about something like very kind of fucked up but you know, people need to know about. But we'll save for next week. Wherever you at, stay safe out here in these streets. Protect everybody that you love. All of that. Thoughts and prayers to everybody. We love y'all. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and
Thoughts and prayers to the families that lost their children this week too. For some foolishness. I honestly ain't even want to dive into it because I'm exhausted of it. But to the families that lost their children and all of that in Texas, prayers and condolences to you guys. Hopefully we figure something out.
thoughts and prayers. Hopefully we figure something out as a country. Yeah, man. Yeah. We love y'all. Make sure you love yourself. Make sure you love yourself and everybody around you. And stay safe.